Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's brief stretch is an easy one, I promise. We'll start in a seated position. I'm sitting on a block right now. Feel free to do the same or sit on a blanket or a bolster or something like that if that feels good for you. Sit tall, let your hands rest on the legs. You can turn the palms down or up. If it's comfortable to do so, close the eyes. If not, just keep the eyes open, gaze at one point past the nose, and just take a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just slowing things down a little bit. And bringing the palms together at the heart. If you'd like to set an intention for our brief practice, feel free to do so. Opening up the eyes. If they're not already open, lift the arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers, press the palms up. As your palms press up, drop the shoulders away from the ears. If it's comfortable to do so, just look up at the backs of the hands. Otherwise, just look straight ahead. Hold for another deep breath. Then looking straight ahead again, relax the right arm down by your side and sweep the left arm over. Keep your hips level. And returning back up, lower the left hand, sweep the right arm over. Relax the left shoulder. One more breath. Look to the right. Coming all the way back up, lower the right hand, reach both arms behind you, interlace all 10 fingers. Try pressing the palms together if you can, making a nice fist. Put a bend in your elbows and bring your fist to the right side of your waist. Yeah, sitting tall, and maybe this is as far as you go. If it feels good to do so, drop your right ear toward the shoulder. And let your eyes look toward the left and hold for another deep breath or two. Return your head to neutral, reach the arms back, change the grip as you interlace the fingers again, so the opposite pinky fingers on top. Strong fist, bend at the elbows. Now bring your fist to the left side of your waist. Again, if it feels okay to do so, drop your ear toward the shoulder. Looking to the right. And returning your head to neutral, reach the arms back, shake out the hands a little bit, and if you're sitting on a prop like I am, just remove it from behind you. And extending out your legs on the mat. Extend the right leg out and bring your left foot to the inner right thigh, setting up Janu Shirshasana. Sit tall, hands on the leg, and slide the hands out, reaching for the right foot. If your hands don't easily reach your foot, just let your hands settle onto the leg. Otherwise, you can just grab hands onto the foot. Soften the shoulders back, and if the right knee needs to soften, let it soften. And releasing, walk the hands back in, come up, switch sides, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, and walk the hands out. Again, if the hands don't easily reach the foot, you can just let your hands rest on the leg. If they otherwise reach, grab the foot, keeping the breath nice and steady. One more. Letting go, walk the hands in. Let's come on to hands and knees. We'll do a brief pigeon pose. Start with the right knee coming through, left leg back. Sit tall. Of course, if you want to use a prop like a block or a rolled up blanket under the right hip or thigh, if there's space there, feel free to do that, just to avoid keeping you, or avoid letting you slide to the right or to the left. You want to keep everything right in the center. If you're good to go, walk the hands out. Lower the forehead down. You can also put a bolster or a block under the forehead. Let's take another full breath. Slide the hands back, lift the head up. Come on to hands and knees again. Switch legs, bring the left leg forward, right leg back, sit tall. Level the hips, readjust any props if you're using them. And if you're good to go, walk the hands out, head down. Another deep breath or so. Relax the shoulders. And releasing, walk the hands in, head up. Come onto hands and knees again. This time, bring the hips forward, lower all the way down onto the mat. And actually slide the fingertips back a little so they are just under your shoulder blades. Hug the elbows in, press the tops of the feet down, so maybe the fronts of your kneecaps lift off the mat. Press down and lift up into Cobra pose. Soften the shoulders back, lengthen the tailbone toward the heels, and take another full breath. I just felt my back crack a little bit there. And lower back down on the mat. Slide the arms alongside the body. Turn the palms face down. Bring the feet, the legs together. Then press down. Inhale, lift everything up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Reach your fingertips back. Keep the feet glued together. Come up, soften the eyebrows. And let's hold one more deep breath. Lower back down, press onto hands and knees. Let's take a brief child's pose, and we're actually gonna finish right here in child's pose. So let your hips reach back, arms forward. If your arms are forward, you can turn the palms face up, but if you prefer to release the shoulders out a little more, you can release the arms back behind you. Completely up to you. Child's pose is a nice restorative pose. You can hold it here for as long as you like. Thank you again for joining me today. I will see you next time on the mat.